Something feels seriously off at Wyndemere, guys. And if this theory is right, Jocelyn may already be seconds away from either being killed or becoming someone who doesn't even remember who she is. And trust me, the part about Nathan could blow up everything we thought we knew. Right now, Jocelyn is trapped inside Wyndemere, isolated, terrified, and completely at the mercy of the man pretending to protect her. But here's the thing that keeps bothering me. Nathan isn't acting like Nathan anymore. The vibe is wrong. The energy is dark. And now we've got this chilling moment where he basically tells Jocelyn she's never leaving that place. That's not protection. That's captivity. And honestly, I think next week is when the mask finally comes off, because the more I look at this situation, the more convinced I am that Nathan is actually Cassius. The real Nathan may have been dead this entire time, and Cassius has been walking around Port Charles wearing his identity like some twisted undercover operation. If you ask me, that would explain every weird moment, every shady interaction, every cold reaction we've seen lately. But the scary part? I don't think fake Nathan even cares about hiding it anymore. See, normally, someone carrying a secret that explosive would protect it at all costs. But what happens when the person hearing the truth is never supposed to escape alive? That changes everything. I can absolutely see this terrifying scene happening where Jocelyn finally pushes too hard, asks too many questions, and fake Nathan just snaps. Calmly, coldly, he sits her down and tells her the truth. That he's Cassius. That the real Nathan is gone. That every moment was a lie. And Jocelyn, she's horrified because suddenly all the pieces start fitting together. But then comes the real nightmare. Because Cassius may already have a backup plan in place if Jocelyn learns too much. And that's where Sidwell enters this mess in the most disturbing way possible. Guys, I genuinely think Sidwell has been experimenting with some kind of brainwashing program this whole time. Maybe drugs. Maybe psychological conditioning. Maybe something even darker happening inside Wyndemere that nobody has discovered yet. But there's no way Sidwell has built this secret operation without some method of controlling people. And I think we've already seen proof of it. Rory. Yeah, I said Rory. Because what if Rory never actually died? What if Sidwell took him after everything happened and kept him hidden this entire time? The more I think about it, the more twisted it becomes. Rory disappearing from everyone's lives would have been the perfect cover. Nobody looking for him anymore. Nobody questioning anything. Meanwhile, Sidwell could have been slowly turning Rory into some silent operative working inside Wyndemere, a ghost, a servant, a weapon. And the creepiest part is that Rory himself may not even know who he really is anymore. That would explain why nobody has seen him, why nobody has heard anything. Sidwell may have kept him mentally trapped all this time, only allowing him to function as some obedient errand guy hidden inside the shadows of Wyndemere. But everything changes the second Rory sees Jocelyn. Because memories are funny like that in soap operas. One face, one voice, one emotional trigger can suddenly crack through years of conditioning. And Jocelyn is connected to Trina. That matters. Rory loved Trina. Jocelyn was always part of that circle. So imagine this moment with me for a second. Rory sees Jocelyn locked up, terrified, begging for help, and suddenly something inside him starts waking up. At first, maybe it's blurry, fragments, flashbacks, Trina smiling, the old apartment, conversations, life before Sidwell destroyed him. And then Rory realizes something horrifying. Nathan is planning to either kill Jocelyn or erase her mind the same way his own mind was erased. That's the kind of twist that could completely change the direction of this storyline. Because Rory may finally understand what happened to him by watching it happen to Jocelyn. And if that happens, oh, everything explodes. I'm telling you right now, I could totally see this massive confrontation happening much sooner than fake Nathan expected. Maybe Cassius is preparing the drugs. Maybe Sidwell is getting ready to wipe Jocelyn's memory clean forever. Maybe Jocelyn is seconds away from losing herself completely. And out of nowhere, Rory attacks. Not some heroic, polished rescue either. I'm talking desperate chaos. A violent struggle. Cassius caught completely off guard. Furniture crashing. A syringe hitting the floor. Jocelyn screaming. And Rory finally choosing humanity over control. I actually think fake Nathan could end up temporarily unconscious during this fight. Not dead, because let's be real, this secret is too huge to disappear that quickly, but down long enough for Rory to make a move. And this is where things get even more interesting, because escaping Wyndemere may only be the beginning. If Sidwell realizes Rory helped Jocelyn escape, there is no chance he lets them walk free. None. Sidwell would hunt them immediately because now they both know too much. Jocelyn knows Nathan is Cassius. Rory may remember Sidwell's entire operation. That's catastrophic for Sidwell. So I don't think Rory and Jocelyn head back to town right away. Honestly, that would be suicide. They'd disappear first, hide somewhere remote, maybe an abandoned safe house, maybe a cabin, somewhere nobody would think to look. And can we just talk about how intense those scenes could become? Because now you've got Jocelyn trapped with someone she barely recognizes, a possibly brainwashed Rory slowly recovering memories while trying to protect her. Both terrified, both hunted, both trying to figure out who they can trust. That's peak soap drama right there. And meanwhile, back in town, Sonny is probably losing his mind trying to find Jocelyn. The police are getting nowhere. Everyone thinks time is running out. But the truth could be even worse than they imagine. Because what if Jocelyn comes back different? That possibility keeps sticking with me. Even if Rory saves her before the full brainwashing process happens, what if Sidwell already started something? What if Jocelyn begins forgetting pieces of what happened? What if her memories become unreliable? That would create total chaos because now nobody knows what's real anymore. And honestly, I don't think Trina would ignore Rory being alive either. Imagine the emotional shock when Rory finally reappears after being presumed dead for so long. That alone would completely rock Port Charles. But the biggest shock of all may still be Cassius. Because once the truth comes out that Nathan was fake the entire time, every single relationship connected to him gets re-examined. Every conversation becomes suspicious. Every alliance falls apart. And if Cassius has been secretly working with Sidwell from the beginning, oh, that's nuclear-level betrayal. The scary thing is, I'm not even convinced Sidwell is the real mastermind here. What if there's someone even bigger pulling the strings behind Cassius, behind the brainwashing, behind Wyndemere itself? See, that's the feeling I can't shake. This storyline suddenly feels much larger than a simple kidnapping. It feels organized, planned, like somebody has been setting this up for months behind everyone's backs. And poor Jocelyn may have stumbled into the center of it. But guys, the moment I'm waiting for most is still that confession scene. Because if fake Nathan really looks Jocelyn in the eyes and admits he's Cassius, that's the second everything changes forever. That's the second the entire lie gets exposed. Unless Jocelyn never gets the chance to tell anyone. And that's why Rory may be the one person standing between her and complete destruction. But even if Rory saves her, can he save himself too? Or is Sidwell's control already too deep? And what happens when Sonny finally learns his daughter was locked inside Wyndemere while an imposter walked freely around town? Yeah, something tells me the real war is only just beginning.